Hello friends, again welcome to my channel. In the previous lecture, we are dealing with what is meant by the immunity or the immune response. That means how there is the protection of our body from the different types of the infection. Within that, we already discussed that there are the two basic types of the immune responses or the immunity. That is the innate immune response, and the second one it is the adaptive immune response. So in our first video, we are already discussing about the basic concepts and the uh, basic characteristics of the innate immune response. So today we are starting to deal with the second type of the immune response, that is the adaptive immune response. So this adaptive immune response or the adaptive immunity, it is an immunity which occurs after the exposure to an antigen either from a pathogen or a vaccination. It means majorly these adaptive immune response these are get develops within our body whenever our body encounters a foreign particle or whenever it encounters a pathogen or the antigen of that pathogen. Means whenever our body it introduces towards a foreign particle, the immune response which is develops at that time, it is considered to be the adaptive immune response. This part of this immune system it is activated when the innate immune response is insufficient to control an infection. Means we know that the innate immune response it is specifically for the purpose to avoid the entry of these pathogens or the foreign particles within our body. If these pathogens these are overcome these barriers and these are get introduced to our body, and through that innate immune system, if these are not get destroyed, then there is the activation of this adaptive immune response. Now majorly within this adaptive immune response we are observing the two basic types of the immune responses, that is the cell mediated immune response which is carried out by the specific type of the cells, that is the T lymphocytic cells, and the second one it is the humoral immune response. Now this humoral immune response these are also called as the antibody mediated immune response, and these are get controlled by the another type of the lymphocytic cells which are developed within the bone marrow, that is the B lymphocytic cells which are responsible for producing the antibodies. Now this adaptive immunity it also involves a memory to provide the host with a long term protection from the reinfection with the same type of pathogen. Means here within the adaptive immune response there is the presence of immunological memory. Means once our immune system it introduces to an pathogen or the antigen of that pathogen, then at that time it stores the memory about the structure of that antigen or pathogen, and if at the second time the same antigen or pathogen it introduces to our body, then within a short time period there is the development of immune response. It is considered to be the secondary immune response, and it is quick because of the immunological memory. Now such type of the immunity against a pathogen it is usually induced by the exposure of microbial antigen to the host, and it is called as the active immunity. Means whenever this adaptive immune response it get develops after the exposure to the antigen, after the exposure to the pathogen or its antigen, then such type of the immune response it is called as the active immunity or the active immune response. But such type of the immune responses or the immunity it can also be transferred by the serum or the lymphocyte. Directly there is the transmission of serum or the lymphocyte from an immunized individual to a diseased individual. Means from a active person to a sick person there is the transmission of already produced immune cells to its body. Then such type of the immune response which is developed it is called as the passive immunization or the passive immunity. This passive immunization it is a rapid way to transfer the immunity if within the host there is the absence of active immunity. Means if any person it is very much sick, and its body it doesn't produce such type of the active immune responses. In such a condition, for the protection of that person, majorly there is the transfer of directly the antibodies or the immune cells within his body, and then this such type of the immunization it is called as the passive immunization. Now firstly we are discussing about the humoral immune response, that is the antibody mediated immune response. Now these are mediated by the production of antibodies which are produced by the activated B cells. Means whenever these B cells these are encounters an antigen, then majorly these are get activated and these are responsible for producing such type of the antibodies which are able to fight with that antigen. Majorly on the surface of these B lymphocytic cells there is the presence of the receptors, and these receptors these are nothing but the presence of antibodies which are react with the antigen, and then there is the activation of these B lymphocytic cells. These antibodies these are recognizing the microbial antigen and responsible for neutralizing their infectivity. They also target the microbe to other effector system for the degradation. Now the humoral immunity it is a major type of immune response, majorly against the extracellular microbes, which means those of the microbes which are introduced to our body from the external environment, and the toxins, because the secreted form of antibody can easily bind and eliminate the microbes and the toxins. Majorly there are the 5 different types of the antibodies, that is IgM, IgG, IgE, IgD and IgA. Within that, majorly the IgA these are the secretory type of the antibodies. The IgM these are also the secretory type of the antibodies, but majorly these are also occur within the another form, that is within the pentameric form these are also occur, and the IgG antibodies these are produced within the secondary immune response, and IgM these are produced within the primary immune response, and within different body secretions there is the presence of IgA type of the antibodies. The first concept of the humoral immunity was given by the Emil von Behring and the Shivasabro Kitasato. Majorly these are responsible, both of these are responsible for showing the first time the serum transferred from a recovered diphtheria patient protected the recipient from the active diphtheria infection. Means if from the person who is already suffered from the diphtheria, who is recovered from that diphtheria, if the serum sample from that person it is transferred to the sick person who is suffered from that infection, then it is responsible for giving the protection against that infection. So this concept is firstly put forward by these both of the scientists, and for that work they are also won the Nobel Prize, and majorly these are giving the name them as the antitoxins, that active ingredient which is present within the serum sample, they give the name them as the antitoxins. Then the Paul Ehrlich he coined the term antibodies for the proteins which are present in the serum and which are responsible for neutralizing the activities of the antigens or the microbes. Now the second type of the immune response it is the cell mediated immune response. Now this cell mediated immune response these are also called as the cellular immunity, and these are carried out with the help of T lymphocytic cells. These T lymphocytic cells these are playing an important role within the development of the immune response against the intracellular pathogens, that is the intracellular microbes, viruses and some of the intracellular bacteria. Majorly there are the 2 categories of the T lymphocytic cells, that is the T helper cells and the T cytotoxic cells. Means on the basis of the specific type of the markers which are present on the surface of these T lymphocytic cells, majorly these are get categorized into these 2 types, that is the T helper cells these are having the CD4 marker, and the T cytotoxic cells these are having the CD8 marker. Majorly these CD8, that is the T cytotoxic cells. These are responsible for destroying the virally infected cells. These are responsible for fight against the virally infected cells. The cellular immunity, it is responsible for promoting the destruction of microbes by direct killing or the phagocytosis of the infected cells. The T helper cells, these are also responsible for secreting the different types of the cytokines on their activation. Majorly, these both types of the cells, these are requiring the specific type of the antigen presentation. Means if the antigens, these are presented towards these T lymphocytic cells with the help of MHC molecule, that is major histocompatibility antigens, then and then only they can recognize the antigens. The cellular theory of the immunity, it started with the work of Ilya Metchnikoff, who firstly demonstrated that the phenomenon of phagocytosis, that is the macrophage cells. Now we are switch over to the basic properties of the adaptive immune response. Now the first important property of the adaptive immune response, it is the specificity. This adaptive immunity, it is specific to a particular antigen. Means as we are discussed earlier, these adaptive immune response, these are develops whenever any antigen it introduces to body. Means after the interaction between the immune cells and the antigen, then and then only there is the development of immune response. So majorly these such type of the immune response, these are specific towards that specific type of the antigen which is responsible for activation of that immune cells. Now the second one property, it is the diversity. The ability of the lymphocyte repertoire to recognize a wide variety of antigen, it is called a diversity. It means now within our body a population of B and T lymphocytic cells, these are present, and as during our lifetime the different types of the antigens or the microbes, these are introduced to our body, and to each of these cells, these are able to recognize this antigen and fight against that infection. So a diverse group of these immune cells can recognize the diverse group of antigen. It is called as the diversity. Now the third important property of the adaptive immune response, it is the immunological memory. Means in both of these, within the innate immune system there is the absence of the immunological memory, but within the adaptive immune response either it is a humoral immune response or it is a cell mediated immune response. In both of these, once there is the development of immune response, the cells, they are storing the memory about the structure of that antigen, and if again next time the same antigen it was introduced to our body, then within short time period there is the development of the immune response against that with the help of this immunological memory. Now the next property, it is the non-reactivity to the self antigens. Now as we know that, as we say that the foreign particles, these are introduced to our body, along with that on our body also, or within our body cells also, there is the presence of different types of the antigens. But these antigens, as these are the part of our body, so these are considered to be the self antigens. As this humoral immune response or the adaptive immune response, both of these are responsible for developing the immune responses against the foreign particles, but these are not developing the immune response against this self antigen. It is the one of the important property of these immune cells. The failure of recognizing the self antigens, it is the development of autoimmune diseases. Means if our immune cells, these are develop the immune responses against the self antigens, it is resulted within the development of autoimmune diseases. Then the specialization. Now both the humoral and the cellular immune response, these are respond to the foreign pathogen in the different way. Means the different types of the, it means against the, we know that there are the two types of the pathogens, either the intracellular and the extracellular. So against these different types of the pathogen, these are work differently. For the intracellular pathogen, Majorly within the cellular immune response, there is the presence of the T cytotoxic cells, and for the extracellular antigens, there is the presence of T helper cells. It is called as the specialization. Then the next point, it is the clonal expansion. Now this clonal expansion, it is the unique property of the immune system, within which these lymphocytes, that is either it is a B lymphocyte or the T lymphocyte, these are start producing the similar kind of the cells. Means on the activation, whenever first time the antigen it encounters or it introduces to the these cells, majorly at that time they are start to producing the similar kind of the cells in order to eliminate that antigen or that pathogen more effectively and more rapidly. Means the production of same type of the cells with the specificity against the same type of antigen, it is called as the clonal expansion. So this property, it is present within the adaptive immune system. Then the next one, it is the homeostasis. Now the homeostasis, it means every process in the body, it has the regulatory mechanism. So the immune responses, these are also produced against an antigen or the pathogen. But we know that up to some specific time period, there is the requirement of that immune response. Once there is the elimination of that pathogen or that antigen, then there is no requirement of that immune response. So in such a condition, it is important to lower down these immune responses, and this process, it is known as the homeostasis. Homeostasis, it means to maintain the number of these immune cells within the body. It is called as the homeostasis. So this homeostasis or the regulatory mechanism, it is also present for the adaptive immune response. Here in this picture, you can observe about the innate immunity, which is the rapid responses, and the adaptive immune response, which are requiring the more time period. So as in the previously we are observing about the innate immune response, that is the macrophage cells, natural killer cell, neutrophil, eosinophils. All of these are responsible for giving the innate immune response. Within the adaptive immune response, majorly, firstly, there is the introduction of the antigens towards the B or T lymphocytic cells. Then and then only there is the activation of these cells, and they are responsible for developing the immune response. Now here in this figure again, you can observe about the presentation of the antigens towards the T helper cells, that is this MSC class second molecules. These are responsible for presenting the antigens towards the CD4 positive T helper cells. Majorly within our body, the different types of the cells, these are present. Either it is a macrophage cell or the dendritic cells. These are acts as an antigen presenting cells. Means these are having this MSC class second molecule on their surfaces, and they are representing the extracellular antigens towards the T helper cells, that is the CD4 positive cells. And the T cytotoxic cells, they are recognizing the antigens which is represented by MSC class first molecule, and specifically the intracellular antigens, that is the virally infected cells. Now whenever first time it introduces, then the naive T cells, that is the non-activated, these are get activated. There is the replication of these T lymphocytic cells, then the differentiation of these T lymphocytic cells into the effector cells and the memory cells. Now these memory cells, the work of these memory cells, it is within the secondary immune response, that is these are storing the information about the structure of that antigen. And the effector cells, these are having the work to eliminate the antigen or the pathogens. These effector cells, these are responsible for secreting the different types of the cytokines, which are responsible for activating the other immune cells, that is the B lymphocytic cells, then the phagocytic cells, and by this way they are responsible for eliminating the pathogens or the antigens. So here it is the whole information about the adaptive immune response. So if you like this video, please subscribe my channel and also share this video with your friends. Thank you.